All right. So, wow, it's been a long time since we've all been together. Well, shouldn't say all yet. We've got Roy and Adam back, and Roy's going to chat with us about his latest trip to Disney. So, how you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing all right. Could use a little more sleep, but that's
Nah,
all right.
you'll get that in about 18 years.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
less than that now because your kids are getting older. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we have like a bazillion shots and stuff to get through here, and so we're going to do our best to get through them and keep Roy alert as we're trying to get through them. So, anyway, all right, Roy, let's just kick this thing off. So we're looking at the bridge. I assume this is into Pandora, correct?
It is. Yeah, we got there Friday afternoon, staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani, and we got there about 5 o'clock, and we were in Animal Kingdom by maybe about 6:30. Wandered over to Tiffin's just to have a bite to eat. We ate there back in January and really enjoyed it.
Okay, and so now, is this the Tiffin's food that I'm looking at here?
It's Tiffin's Nomad Lounge. We're sitting on the wraparound porch, and we're kind of sat in the same spot we did before, overlooking the bridge into Pandora.
Let's say, so what is this dish that I'm looking at?
There's some spare ribs that they were really, really good. They had a dry rub, and we both kind of wished there was some little bit of sauce or something.
Okay. So they were kind of, even though it's a dry rub, it's pretty dry meat, kind of. Is that what you're saying?
It was moist. It was good. It had really nice flavor, but I don't know, maybe a northern thing where you kind of like to have a little sauce.
Yeah.
On your ribs. These were the Wagyu. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. Wagyu beef, which is I think it's similar like Kobe beef.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good.
What's the stuff on the side?
Potatoes.
Okay. Is that like a
delicious
sweet potato?
No, just regular potato.
Okay.
But they're really, really nice flavor.
And we're looking at wings here, correct?
Some sesame wings. They were really, really good. The slaw had a pretty nice little kick to it. I enjoyed the wings. They were probably a lot of sodium in that sauce. So, they're really, really good.
So you're really thirsty the rest of the night, is what you're saying?
I was really thirsty the rest of the night. So,
okay.
So we hung out there, and then we had Fast Pass. For Rivers of Light, but as we were walking into the park, a couple were walking out and they gave us 2 passes as if we had done the dining package. So that's where we sat. Was in the dining package area.
This picture here is from your seat?
Yeah. Yeah. There's one little block of seats there that's pretty much dead center. That's for the dining package.
And so tell me how I've heard about these literally rock hard seats. Did you find
it was all right. I mean, it was. I think they were like wood benches. It was no different than Fantasmic.
So they're
wood. Fine.
Because I literally, it sounded like everybody has described them as being rock.
I don't think they were rock.
Okay. That's fine.
Well, I mean, Fantasmic is metal benches.
I think it was wood. Stadium. I think it was wood.
Okay.
It was fine. It's a hard bench. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Same comfort.
Yeah.
All right. So this is after the show. Is this part of the show here, or is this pre-show, or?
This was, I think, part of the show. I mean, this stuff started coming out, and as they came out and were moving around the water, you could kind of see where they had issues. Because these things are like doing a pattern around the water, kind of going in between each other. There, and you could really see how if they had some GPS issues or guidance issues, that you could have things bumping into one another.
But there was no stop and start again while you were there.
There was no stop. No.
Okay.
No, thank goodness.
Well, and the fountains look pretty neat. I mean,
It was a neat show. It was visually appealing. The story was a little bit difficult to follow. I mean, it was the first time through, and I really hadn't read anything about the storyline and that type of thing going into it. So, and again, it was very cool. I don't know at this point that we'll go see it again. I'm sure at some point we will. But
so now, and the water screens, how did they look to you?
Pretty nice. They had it was almost like a huge fire hose, just turning on from both sides of the water, and you can kind of see it in this picture.
Yeah.
In the projections, and then each float, not each float, but lots of the floats had their own little fountains and had their own projections.
That's kind of neat.
As the show went on.
All right. Well, it actually looks. I mean, in the pictures, it looks really cool. Pictures of the boats here.
Yeah, there were were there 2 boats, 3 boats, 2 boats, and they had people on them, and I felt bad for them because nobody was watching them. They were all watching the other, floats.
So, what are the people supposed to be doing on the boats that would make you want to watch them?
They're just some modern kind of dance thing. They're just kind of moving around, and I really paid very little attention to them. I mean, again, I felt bad for them. It's man, that would kind of stink to be. Hey, you're on the boat for Rivers of Light. Oh, dang.
Well, your job's not going to last long when nobody's even watching you.
So, you screw up,
Yeah,
quick question. Quick question. So, storyline, I remember they first announced it. They were going to say it was going to be floating lanterns like in Tangled and that kind of stuff and all that. But, it doesn't look like it is. Is there any character-driven anything for kids to be interested?
I don't think so. I mean, again, it was a little for us. It was a little hard to kind of get a grasp of what was going on.
Well,
there was a lot of very neat imagery. The music was nice. It really was a nice score. It wasn't as well mapped as Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. I mean, it didn't have the typical, builds and the bridges and the the rise and the fall and the climaxes and
sure
that Reflections has. But it was because I was trying to tune into the music because is this a song that I would play in my car and listen to? And at times I was yeah, I think I would, but we'll see. I think it's going to need to grow on me a little bit, and that's to be expected, and that probably is a good thing.
Well, there's rumors out there that it'll be gone within a year or so. But
really,
yeah, and they're going to put something else in. Who knows, though? That's one of those rumors that if it catches on and if they can sell enough merchandise, then it'll go fine.
I suppose it's about merchandise.
And so now I did miss. Did you have the dinner package, or did you have fast passes to this?
We had fast passes, but as I said, when we were walking into the park, there was an older lady and maybe her daughter walking out and said, "Oh, are you staying for the day?" And we said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you want 2 tickets to see Rivers of Light? We got the dinner package, but can't stay." So they gave us their dinner package tickets.
Cool. Okay.
And so we used them.
Yeah. All right. And so. As far as viewing locations, if you don't have a fast pass or something, you're kind of in a mess. Would you say that?
I think you are. There were people standing on the bridge. I don't know if they let you stay on the bridge or not. Okay. There were a lot of seats. It was packed.
There's only so much room on that bridge.
Right.
So, okay. Right. So would you recommend somebody really try to do this if they're there, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go see it. It's worth seeing.
It's just, but this isn't Illuminations that you would.
It is not.
Okay.
I mean, I like some fireworks, and I know you're not going to get them there, and that's okay. But
not.
It was an enjoyable show. It was a long wait. There was a lady behind us with one of those stupid bubble machines with her kid, and she was just spraying bubbles, to amuse her child, and didn't care that nobody really wanted to have their little stupid bubbles all over them.
So that's where you videoed.
Nuts.
You videoed that.
I did.
Yes, I did see the video. Okay.
I did. It's just irritating to no end.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
But I'm not bitter.
Roy's on a whole grouchy. Get off my lawn. Anyway.
That was
There were times I envisioned myself grabbing the bubble makers and just eating them into the water.
Oh, dear.
You know, but I didn't want to get thrown out of the park and banned for life, so I didn't do that.
Good. You chose well.
I chose wisely.
Okay, we're going to move on here before Roy goes farther into curmudgeonville here. Okay. All right, we're looking at a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I had to go check out the cinnamon roll. I hadn't had one since the bakery moved off Main Street, so this is back at Gaston's.
Oh, okay.
And it was quite good, but it wasn't, the old cinnamon roll.
It's like the cinnamon loaf.
Yeah, it was huge. It was big, and it was really, really good. It was warm.
Okay, this sandwich looks like it is from Sleepy Hollow.
You got it. Yeah, Patty was, she couldn't eat the roll because it had some hint of nuts or something. And so, but she goes, I need to have something to eat. So we headed over there and got this sandwich. And she didn't eat the waffle. She just ate the eggs and tomato. I think were on that, some cheese. Okay. It was a hot day, and this was our first full day, and I just kind of had it mapped out to go to the Magic Kingdom, and we kind of regretted it just because it was really, really hot, and it was really, really crowded.
What day was this on, date-wise? Do you remember?
This was it was Saturday.
Okay.
29th.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we did the riverboat, which was nice. I don't know that we did any attractions because it was just crowded. And it was like, you know what? Let's go back to the resort and hang out at the pool. Well, so that's what we did.
The shots here from the riverboat are really nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. It's always nice. There's so many great picture spots, Yeah,
I just haven't been on that boat in years.
Right. And I think last time I was on, I'm not sure how many pictures I took, but I tried to kind of snap them as we went around here to capture some of these scenes.
Definitely, yeah. You got some good shots. Haunted Mansion, a little bit of everything. All right, so let's see here. So flowers.
So it's now the Magic Kingdom, not the Magic Kingdom.
Right? Yeah. Do you know why they did that?
Well, I'm guessing to be consistent because it's Animal Kingdom, it's Epcot, it's Hollywood Studios. Not the Hollywood Studios. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. And so whatever it's probably going to be is, I heard it was going to be the Star Wars experience, so that wouldn't work. Anyway, yeah, let's not get gotten up in those weeds. Unless you've got something you want to ask about that, Adam.
Nope.
Okay, the clock is ticking. All right, so you got a shot here from. Wow, I don't know where this is from.
That was out the window, I think, walking from our room. We had a Savannah View studio. And so that night we hung out at the pool for a few hours and then trying to decide what to do. So we went down to the lounge at Sanaa.
Yeah, Sanaa.
Had some lamb kefta sliders and the bread service.
So how you got to tell me, how was the bread service? Let's get a full rundown of all of this.
It's interesting because we ate at Sanaa a few years back and I really enjoyed it. It was really, really good. I love that bread, and they do have some different breads.
So is this a picture of the bread service right here?
This is the bread service right there.
Okay.
And the hottest dip or whatever you want to call it, was pretty hot. And I think it kind of, by the time we got to Disney Springs, that sauce was like kicking my butt.
Literally, right?
Oh, it was kicking. But you know what? It was kind of cool. It was really, really good, and I would get it again. Patty did eat a lot of it with me. That mango was really nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, which one's your favorite out of these?
The red pepper one, which was next to last there, as far as heat goes, was really, really nice. It had nice flavor. Wasn't killer hot. But had a real nice flavor to it.
Explain to me how this works. So that will they keep bringing you more bread if you want?
Yeah, well, I think they probably would if they wanted to.
Okay. But
by the time you eat all that bread, I mean, you really don't need any more bread. We did not finish all the sauces. I mean, there's a lot there. and you don't need that much when you're taking a bite. Those are the lamb sliders, and those are really good too.
So these are these kefta or just okay?
Yeah,
Kefta.
the lamb sliders.
Yeah, I've never. The only time, I have a whole story behind it, but it's years ago when I tried to get kefta in Epcot, and they'd always put it in a pita bread, from what I understood. And the girl handed me basically a hamburger in Morocco, and I was like, no, I didn't want it on a hamburger bun, and then anyway, I ended up getting the shawarma platter by the time it was all said and done. So
and that worked out well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
So these were good.
They were really good. I think these had goat cheese on them. Is that right? I think. So yeah, and that's an interesting flavor. So we enjoyed them a lot. And that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay, so
cool.
I'm going to just stop and ask you both quickly. Have you seen this?
Have not.
Nope.
I saw it today. Guys, you have got to go see this movie.
Yeah, we talked about going.
It's
very,
hilarious.
very soon.
It's hilarious. Beyond anything else, I laughed like mad through the entire movie. So that's what made it. It was fun. I had so much fun just watching it.
It looks like a fun movie.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, so they've done a great job with it. Okay, here we've got a shot of paddlefish. Did you guys eat here?
We did not. We were walking by, and this I was started to talk about this, talking about the bread service, how that hot sauce was kicking my butt. I really had some indigestion that was bothering me. I wasn't feeling good. I had a headache, and so we're downtown or Disney Springs, and about this spot, I said I need to get some ice cream, like a Mickey bar or ice cream sandwich or something, just to kind of cool my stomach down. And we got in line at an ice cream cart, and there was a couple ahead of us, and we got up to order. And the lady, we ordered our thing, and she says, "Here you go. It's on us. Sorry for the wait." It's like, okay. There was like no wait whatsoever. And so a nice little pixie dust. We thanked her profusely and went on our way. Wow. But that was a nice little.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we were very pleased. And that was exactly what the doctor ordered, because I got a Mickey sandwich instead of the bar.
It helped your grumpiness and helped your
indigestion. It just, my stomach was just. It was on fire.
Wow, that's not good.
It was not good.
No. How much of it did you eat?
Too much.
Yeah.
Not that much. I really just had a couple bites, I think. I think I had one bite with a pepper, and then the rest was just dipping in the fluid. Had a few bites with the red chili. But again, it wasn't real killer, but I guess the combination was...
So, I mean, with your picture of paddlefish here, I've heard paddlefish has actually been a shock. That I remember everybody laughing it off before it reopened here, that it probably wouldn't be able to survive around all the new places around in there. But
I think it will.
I've heard fantastic reviews on paddlefish. I mean,
I'm sure it's good. Yeah.
that are saying, wow, they'll go there before they would go to a lot of different places that they might have originally picked. It seems like the biggest stinker right now in Disney Springs is STK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
pricey, or
it's horribly pricey.
Yeah.
Here's what I noticed about it when I went by it. It's club scene music at $125 a plate for a steak and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. And we're older, but the last thing in the world I want to do is pay $100 and some for a steak and have boom boom
right
in my head. I don't
right.
And a DJ playing music, so I didn't get that. It sounds like a lot of people aren't getting it.
It's a weird combination.
It's just strange, but whatever. It might work out for some people, but yeah. And I haven't eaten in there. I've heard the steaks are great and all that, but for that kind of money, I want something. Well, I want to be able to relax.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Got some shots here of Epcot.
Yeah, we realized, that day we left the Magic Kingdom, I was like, we came down here to go to Epcot, and we should have been in Epcot on Saturday. Because once we walked in here with all the flowers and everything, I was like,
yes.
and you can just kind of feel looking at these pictures, and the flowers are just amazing.
Too, and this is late into the show, the festival.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, that's what I was thinking as I was going through these. Is wow, these really look great.
Yeah, I tried to take a bunch, even of because they were like in Japan had all the bonsai trees. So I tried to take a picture of every single bonsai tree they had. Just it really was amazing. The layout and the different types of flowers, some of the educational stuff they had setting out.
Well, especially
really, really cool.
when you get this late into the festival, you'd think that they kind of lose their edge a little bit on it, but it doesn't seem to look that way. Not at all.
No, and you look at the the water there between Future World and World Showcase, and those floating pots and the bank filled with flowers, and it's like it's the first day.
Yeah,
the color is very vibrant. They swap those flowers out. I'm sure they do. I mean, I don't know.
I think that I've heard it almost every night. They go in and swap a bunch out.
Yeah.
If they start to lose any color at all, they go in and swap them out.
Yeah.
Man, you can tell.
And it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I was amazed. And like you said, it was hot. And it's been dry down there too.
Yeah, the first day was the hottest for sure. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday really weren't too bad. I think it kind of cooled down a little bit. It was maybe more high 80s, but he had a little bit of a breeze. wasn't quite as humid as I think they were calling for. But
yeah, and what date did you leave?
Left on the 2nd, which is Tuesday.
Because I was down there on last Saturday. Let's see here. What was the date last? Anyway, I was there on Saturday, not in the parks, but I was in Florida. Yeah, the 6th. Actually, I was there on the 5th, 6th, yeah. And the temperature was like 78 degrees and no humidity.
Oh, wow. Perfect.
It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Even in the parks, I went in and it was actually almost chilly during the day with the wind blowing and stuff in the parks. So I was in Universal, but not over in Disney. Not yet. Yeah. I figured you were covering the Disney stuff, so
yeah.
So anyway, let's see here. So Pineapple Promenade. Did you get anything from here, or is it?
Yeah, we got the pineapple, like a Dole Whip.
Okay. We
had one that had a little rum poured over it, and it was quite tasty.
Yeah, I had heard about that.
Quite tasty. Yeah, the Urban Farm Eats, we did eat there. Did we get there?
Let's see here. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. The pictures, probably food pictures are coming in. Is this it?
Yeah, we got. That's from the. Is that Urban? No, that's from the Canada, but it was like called Northern Eats or Northern something. It was the scallops and then tenderloin.
Okay, I was just trying to find pictures of the Urban Eats, but it might be. Well, if we come up on it. So this was scallops?
Yeah, scallops with like a bacon on top. Really good. A little disappointed because they had them prepared sitting there. They had probably, 8 to 10 of them sitting there, and as you order, they just kind of give it out to you. So would have liked it to be a little fresher.
Yeah.
But it was good. It's really, really good.
Yeah, so it's kind of cooling off by the time you get it.
A little bit, and you could tell it'd been sitting there for, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. All right, is this the Dole Whip thing that you were talking about?
That's the Dole Whip thing.
Okay. I've heard about this, the Dole Whip.
We got a couple of those.
With the rum in it?
Yeah. It was at one point in the day, we just needed something cold, and we were nearby, so we got another one.
Well, I've heard good things about those.
Yeah, it's really good. Topiaries were amazing.
Yeah, this late too. That's all I could think as I was going through these shots is, wow, these things look like they were just planted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know. I mean, Florida's having a dry year, and it's it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
So this can't be easy to keep up with. Not at this point. So, yeah.
We had a good rain at one point down there.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Okay, English Tea Garden is.
It's
Mary Pop.
Crazy. We didn't really barely walk through there. We kind of walked through there the last day as we were they had an Easter egg hunt thing going on that we kind of did the last day just for fun. These large eggs, and I think I sent you those pictures.
Yeah.
So and that's the day we walked through the garden, and just kind of walked through. Didn't really pay that much attention to it. I kind of wish we would have taken some time there.
Yeah, because actually, there's quite a few things in here that are.
Yeah.
Wow, they've actually done quite a bit of work.
They really have, and there was a lot to see and a lot to do, and just very impressive.
Let's see here. Okay, so this is another food kiosk.
It was over by just past France.
Okay, and what do we have here?
That was a little blurry there in the front, but that was the ahi tuna.
Oh, okay.
From Japan.
I have to say that it doesn't look real appetizing.
It was okay. It was tasty. Wasn't great. Patty got the frushi.
That's it right here. Right?
Yeah, she enjoyed that.
And yeah, that I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, that was pretty tasty.
That's strawberry? Like
I think
strawberry.
Strawberry in it. Yeah, it had maybe some melon or something.
Interesting.
Okay, and Hanami is this? Okay, this is where the frushi's at.
Yeah, the frushi.
$5.75 for the frushi. Was it worth it?
I think she enjoyed it. Yeah, I had that honey ahi tuna poke. What do they call it? Poke or something?
Poke. Yeah.
Yeah, the smokehouse. We did get the pulled pork slider. The first time we went there, they were out of the ribs. Got those the next day, I think. Really, really good.
This is a slider.
That's the pulled pork with the ball on top.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Yeah, it was really good.
It actually looks like a pretty big serving.
It was. I mean, yeah, it's like it was a nice size sandwich for sure.
Yeah, heck. That actually looks pretty big compared to some of the serving sizes that you get.
It's a big slider.
We got some Lion King stuff going on here. These
Yeah.
all pretty general.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed the 3 caballeros and the flowers they had, looking like hot peppers. And they had hot pepper plants.
I went for the first time, last time I was there, what was that, in November, I went for the first time in a long time into, what's it called? With the 3 caballeros, the attraction. What the heck's it called there in Mexico? Yeah,
Grand Fiesta Tour.
Thank you, Grand. The one
Thank
guy.
you. A whole brain dead old man over here. Oh, what's that one called?
How many more times?
Boat.
I ask myself sometimes, how many more times do I have to go to this place before I can actually remember? Anyway, that's what we keep at them there for.
Well, you know what? We were walking through. I forget where we were, but Patty goes, "Well, that's new," and I'm thinking to myself, "I don't think so. I think it's been there for 20 years." But I didn't say anything. I was like, "Oh, really?"
Kind of dragging your feet past it. What? Okay, tell me, what are these things right here? It looks.
Are
like
these little mushroom people from Fantasmic or Fantasia?
Oh, could be, I guess.
Yeah, because the other pictures that were nearby were the ostriches and the dancing hippos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got some more of the floating little gardens. And
This was a dinner for 2 at the La Hacienda. Was our meal that night, and we kind of enjoyed getting this. Had shrimp and scallops and some fish. And fish was really good. I'm not a huge fish eater.
La Hacienda. That is the one that sits out on the water, right?
Correct.
Okay, not in the pyramid deal.
Correct.
Okay.
This thing's like $56 for the dinner for 2.
Okay, was it worth it or not?
Okay. I'm not a huge fan. Patty really enjoys that corn. So that's kind of what drives us there.
Okay.
But the first time we went, it was outstanding. The corn was. She just was going gaga over it, and it's never been the same. And we always talk to him about it when we're there. It's like the recipe, what's it called? Does that come with this dish? And it's never been the same. So it's good.
Wow. So they hooked you, and now they just keep hooking you back because you hope that it'll taste the same again.
Yeah, but I think we may be on our last run there. So she's realized that it's never going to be the same as that first time.
All right. So what are we looking at here?
That's a patisserie. We went there a couple times in the morning for quiche and mimosa.
Yeah, I've never actually ever been in there.
Really?
Nope, never gone in. So
really nice place for a quick little breakfast and kind of start the day.
Well, it's my promise that I've got to start slowing down and visiting more things and not walking past something and thinking,
yeah,
that's never been here. And
right.
Anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's fun to slow down. We had fast passes for the Mine Train and Peter Pan and didn't do it because we got out of the park, and it was fine. I didn't miss it.
You did not. Okay.
Did not.
Well, yeah. Then that's kind of where I've gotten to. Even in the Universal parks, I just skip attractions most of the time. I'm there for food and to kind of hang out, and I'll hit something here and there if I need or if I want.
Yeah.
To, but
I mean, you're there. I mean, I'm down here with my favorite person in the world and just kind of enjoying it and nibbling around the world and munching on stuff and laughing and enjoying the scenery and maybe learning a few things about plants. We did go to Lowe's tonight and buy some flowers and plant some new flowers.
I was going to say, and Patty's really into planting, right?
Yeah, she really enjoys the gardening, and we don't have that much room here at the condo. But that's one of the reasons I wanted to get down for this, because I know she really enjoys it.
Yeah, it's a good way to get away, especially for somebody who likes to garden.
Yeah, but in Italy, I mean, they're big on pots. I mean, you can just see this around Lady and the Tramp, just pots everywhere, and even across the road there were all kinds of pots.
Well, you got to think how easy it is to just switch those out.
Yeah,
and not have to keep digging in the dirt to switch things around. Rock gardens, where are these at?
That's a good question. I think I was in Germany. I believe that was Germany.
Okay. And we're looking at China. I'm just kind of moving through stuff here. Oh, okay. Where is this at?
That's inside as we were waiting to see the movie. Just a big exhibit on Shanghai.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking through this, and at first I thought, is this one man's dream? Did we jump over to Hollywood Studios? All of a sudden, it kind of reminds me of something you would see there.
Yeah, very similar with the map and the model, and some videos running in the background, and they had display cases with kind of giving you the sense of what the theme is in each area of the park.
I find it interesting, the Gardens of Imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kind of put their own spin on everything, and then of course their pirates just kills anything that I've seen.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I think everybody here has seen at least video, of course, only video of pirates. Mm-hmm. Adam, you've seen it, right?
Oh yeah, that screen's amazing, and
it's just crazy
integration there. Yeah.
Well, I know so many people were hoping that the Navi River journey was going to look like that, but it was not meant to be, I guess. Have you guys seen video of any of that?
Just a little bit, promo stuff.
I watched the full ride through of the river journey.
Oh yeah, nice.
It looks. I saw about. Here's what I got into, and we'll just stop here for a second. And I of course haven't been on it, so but I heard that neither thing is, unless you can stand up and transfer out of a wheelchair, you can't ride either ride.
Wow.
Oh really?
And I get that. I mean, you can't ride every single thing, but it just seems like, wow, it's a new attraction. 2 of them. And especially with the boat, you would have thought they could have figured out a way to make that work. So
really, that's surprising.
Yep. Well, and with the Banshee ride, you actually have to climb over this thing and sit on it, straddle it. And so I get it. I get it that's they can't do that, and I don't expect. Nor does Connor expect for him to retrofit every single ride or for him in a wheelchair. He's not one of those kind of people. But the boat thing seemed a little bit. Like, why wouldn't they have tried that a little more? But
I would wait till they open, because you never know.
Yeah.
Remember in what is it, Living with the Land or whatever? They have a boat where you could just wheel the chair right on the boat.
Yeah.
The seats are taken out.
Well, and they do the same thing on Small World.
Small World, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would just wait. Maybe they just didn't have them out because it was preview. So
could be. And this, okay, so we'll get. I'm sorry, I was a kind of a left turn there for me too.
Sidebar.
Let's see here. Tron. Yeah, rumors this is coming to Epcot.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, you know what though? I also heard a rumor though that they were actually going to remove Tomorrowland Speedway and put it there. I think it makes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I did hear that.
Yeah, it makes more sense there than putting it in Epcot. Does. Because you have Test Track that looks kind of like Tron.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put Tron right next door to it, well, now you kind of have 2 attractions that look the same in a way.
Yeah, I think the Tomorrowland Speedway was the place that I had heard.
The only problem is, you're kind of gutting a kids attraction when you do that, because kids aren't going to be able to ride this, to a certain age. But we kind of had that discussion before. I think you said to me through text or something, Roy, well, is it really that busy?
Mm-hmm.
And you probably only at the busiest times, but heck, so was.
But it does seem to be pretty steady, though.
Yeah.
And
so you're talking about taking out a big people eater if you remove that. But I don't know. Sooner or later, you got to do something.
Right.
Because it is just old and decrepit.
It's a large space, that's for sure.
So any of the Shanghai stuff that you looked at, does it tempt you? Do you want to? Would you like to go over there if you had the money to just?
Oh, I'd love to go if I had the money.
Okay.
It's certainly not in the budget.
Nah, no, I know, a very expensive
Yeah,
trip.
but it would be very cool.
Okay, so and I've heard too. There's another expansion that's going on in Hong Kong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, another I forget how much $2 billion expansion.
Wow.
So and meanwhile their numbers continue to fall. And of course, I haven't been there. The people that I've watched do overviews and stuff walking through there have said that much of the park just seems like there's nothing to do. So I get it that they would want to build on, but man, I don't know. It just seems like they should have shown some love to the American parks a long time ago. And
well, they are now.
Yeah, they are.
They've certainly put a lot of money into the parks. More than people give them credit for.
Definitely. At this point, you think about everything that they have going on, and Epcot's going to follow right up behind us. Now that Pandora is done, I think you're going to see, once it's open and rolling, you're going to see stuff to start to happen at Epcot.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
People were just frightened about what that's going to be, but anyway. All right, I'm just going through some pictures here.
Yeah, and again, walking, just the amount of flowers and plants that they've got all over the place. It's just amazing.
And the butterfly tent that's here. I've gone past it. I've never gone into it.
Yeah, we went into it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Very neat.
I think I've seen.
We were in there maybe 10 minutes. Wasn't very long.
It's got to be hot in there too, though, isn't it?
It was a little muggy, but not too bad.
Okay. Well, that was my first thought. We're back to the alien-headed things. I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of.
This little Mickey Topiary that you just passed was right for sale at one of the booths, and I thought about getting it for you because it was only $475.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't that have been a nice gift?
Yeah.
I'd expect you to spend a little more on me, though.
Patty talked me out of it.
Okay. I'll bet she did. Anyway, yeah, wow. Most of these gardens are really nice. I mean, with the flowers and stuff that they have here, these can be planted darn near anywhere. Okay. Okay. Oh, band playing. And wow, I haven't been back in here in years.
Yeah. We're back there looking for the eggs.
It's the British Revolution still, right? I think that's what they're called.
I think that's it. Interestingly, the first night, was it Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night we watched Illuminations. We were going to go over to studios and watch Star Wars, but we were just like, you know what? Let's just stay here. But when the globe came out, no lights at all.
Really?
Yeah.
So for the whole show?
The whole show. And it did open up, and the little thing did come up, and the torch went off, but they no longer shoot those little, I think there was like 3 or 4 bursts they used to shoot out of little fireworks at the end. They don't do it out of there anymore. They shoot it out, from the water. The second night, Monday night, it had some issues. It did not rotate the second night. The lights finally came on. Part of, I think Russia was in the dark there for the first few minutes, and then it finally came on, but it didn't rotate. So,
wow.
Interesting.
That's I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, we neither. This is one of those Easter eggs up in the tower there. It was a goofy Easter egg. They had a little kit you could buy and find them all, and then you come and get like a pin or something. You paid $6 for like the map and stickers and things, and then when you got them all, you turned it in. You got like a pin, a special pin.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
For dinner at Via Napoli, or
I was going to say, what pizza is this?
A quattro fromage.
Yeah,
4 cheese.
Yeah. With the white sauce.
Yeah, it is a white sauce. Yeah.
This is what I got with.
But it's delicious.
Cameron. Yeah, it's just
so small.
It's so much dairy, and of course, Cameron and I got a large between the two of us. Yeah, not a smart idea. Not a smart idea. So remember the indigestion you talked about earlier?
Yeah, you lived it, right?
This is what was visited upon me just within like 45 minutes after walking out of there.
And there's the egg by Canada.
I wondered what this was.
Yeah. Yeah, so they had one in each country.
Got Peter Pan up on the building.
So that was kind of a cool picture. There's the one in UK. White Rabbit, that was in the patisserie mini.
Oh, and this is Morocco.
There's some pictures of Morocco.
Morocco's just gorgeous. I think
it is
one of the best
so
places to go to at night. By far, it's one of the best places.
Yeah, the lighting is really well done.
Yeah, did you know they actually brought their own people over to build this? It was
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, commissioned by the King of Morocco.
That's the Mickey in America in the store.
Oh, okay. There's some more.
Yeah, that's in Germany.
There's a lot of these. Oh,
yeah. It's a big old dragon topiary outside of China.
Of course, you know how many times I've walked past that thing and been there, even for Flower and Garden, and I don't remember that one.
You used to have the dragon in the grass by the lagoon.
So I see here maps available for $5.99.
Yeah, for $6. You get a map, and then you get the stickers. Then you turn it back in, and you get a pin or a badge or something. So
basically, you're paying for the pin.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We just kind of went on our own to find them and took pictures of them.
And this is the rain that you had talked about earlier?
Yeah, it rained. It was just pouring. I mean, we were at the lodge, and we kind of hung out in the room because it was pouring. It broke. We went down to leave, called a taxi. It poured again. The taxi came. It rained as hard as I've ever seen in my life as we were driving to the beach club, was where we had them drop us off. And it was pouring. So we hung out in the beach club for 10 minutes, and it stopped. Walked to Epcot, to France, got something to eat. It started raining again. It stopped. We walked to Tokyo because we had a 1:00 reservation at Tokyo.
So this is the Tokyo.
And so we kind of dodged all the rain, but that picture that you saw, it was seriously flooded on the walkway there by the boat in Morocco.
Yeah, I saw that big puddle.
Yeah,
around.
I've never seen it rain that hard in my life. We hydroplaned at one point, and it was a taxi. It was a van taxi, getting off the ramp there by Studios and the Swan.
So you did an Uber it, huh? You taxied?
Yeah, we did Uber a couple times. A little disappointed with the pricing late at night. So
surge pricing. Yeah. So did you notice? I mean, taxi price against Uber, is it getting closer?
Yeah, I thought so. I'm trying to think what the heck. It was $18. I think we took a taxi twice from Animal Kingdom Kidani over to Beach Club in the morning. Instead of taking the bus to Epcot, we just took a taxi.
Uh-huh.
And it was $18 both times. Uber, I think, would have been, what did we do? We took an Uber from Disney Springs Saturday night back to the resort, and it was maybe about 20. So yeah, they're pretty comparable.
Okay, so this is at Tokyo Dining.
Tokyo Dining, yeah, our traditional kind of last meal.
The last meal. I always know when I'm getting near the end of the pictures, kind of when I see sushi. Tokyo Dining. Well, it's the end of the trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sushi. What is this other pile of stuff here on the plate?
That's a volcano roll. A dragon monster roll was the one on the backside that has eel on top of it, which is really good. And spicy, I think a spicy tuna kind of thing. And
you guys pretty much get the same seat almost every time, don't you?
We always try and get a window seat, and we'll even wait a little bit, but we didn't. It was the one table open when we walked in, and so I asked for it, and we got it. So,
and is this construction?
That's the tequila place outside that I thought was going to be open, but they're still taking their sweet time putting that thing together.
Well, it's 7 years to get Pandora open. How long?
Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be nice. I tried to get some, imagery of it there from the steps. I don't know if I sent you the picture of the mutant squirrel that was on the wall there. Did I?
Yes. Hang on here. It's coming right here.
That dude was
you did
freaky.
Yeah, you took like an up close shot, but I didn't use it here only because you couldn't tell.
Yeah, a couple angles were weird, but there were other people like
translucent. Like he looks like he's starved, actually.
Like he's starved, like he's some kind of a cross between a rat and a squirrel and a mouse, and it was just, it's like some horror flick or something. It was weird.
Animatronic squirrel.
Yeah. It's like
yeah, he actually just looks like emaciated.
Yeah.
So they ought to take care of that, probably. I mean, that's not speaking real well. You're starving Mickey.
I know.
Okay. And so we're going to finish up here. We got a few shots of that you took of the monorail buzzing through.
Yeah, you always got to get the monorail in that shot with the flower pods. And that was a nice trip. It was very relaxing.